Hi, this is Mary Kay at Backbone Valley Nursery in Marble Falls, Texas. Today we're going to talk about lawn watering. We're going to try and take the mystery out of it. I talk to so many people every day who come in with lawn problems, and the first thing that we need to talk about is watering. How do you set your irrigation? How do you know how long to set your irrigation for? Well, I can tell you right now, most of the people that come in here, they pull this number out of the sky, and that's what they set their irrigation on. Or maybe their lawn guy told them, or maybe their neighbor said, you know, set it for so many minutes, do this, do that. Well, there's actually a more scientific way to determine how long your sprinkler system with your pressure, your nozzles, spray heads, and your soil and the type of grass that you have. So we're going to take the mystery out of lawn watering today. We're getting into the triple digits. This is June in Central Texas, and boy, we're going to get the calls this week. The one thing that I want to impress upon you is that we want to water deeply, less often. So how deep does that mean? Well, hopefully when you put your lawn in, or someone put your lawn in, you have 4 to 6 inches of actual soil underneath that sod. That is what the grass roots need to be able to sustain themselves and be healthy. That means we need to water to a depth of 4 to 6 inches. How do we figure out how long we run our sprinklers to get to 4 to 6 inches? We do an irrigation audit. Simply requires some small containers that will not blow over and will stand up. I like tuna fish cans, cat food cans, these little plastic containers, mugs, anything you have extra. They don't have to all be the same size. They just have to be able to stand straight and collect water. So what you're going to do is run your irrigation on the normal day that you run it. For the normal length of time that you run it, you set these cups around in areas that are green, areas that are brown, areas that you have questions about, and you run your sprinkler. Then you go out and you check each cup to see how much water is in each one. If you find you have a ½ inch in one and an inch in another, obviously you have some adjustments to make. Sometimes you'll have overspray from 2 sprinklers and that area gets lots of water and this area over here doesn't get as much. That tells the tale. You need to make adjustments so that you get the same amount of water. Well, how long do we want to run these? We want to run it until it goes down 4 to 6 inches. So the next step, after we have found out if we're getting even watering in these areas, maybe trouble areas that we're having, is to dig down and see how long our magic number that we pulled out of the sky has, how far down it's percolated. So we get a shovel and we push it into the soil. This is, you know, the morning that you water. And it's preferable to water in the morning hours like 6, 7 so that the grass dries as quickly as possible. This is especially important in the spring and fall when we have disease issues when it's cool. Summer it's not so much of an issue, but it is a little bit better to not do it in the middle of the night if you have disease problems. So we push our shovel down and we're going to look in on this grass right here that I've pulled back, and you can see, if I can get my shadow out of there, that grass has been watered to a depth of 6 inches. Now, if that had only gone down 2 inches, I would know that I would have to possibly double the amount of time and adjust it so that that water from my system has percolated down 4 to 6 inches. Some other things that you might want to take into account are on slopes. If you do have a slope, run your sprinkler and watch it. If it tends to start running off after 20 minutes, then you know you want to stop it at 20 minutes, wait an hour or 2, and then start running it again. So let it soak in, run it again for the rest of the time that it's going to take to percolate down 4 to 6 inches. So splitting that time up on a slope or an area that might have some runoff will help quite a bit in getting that area hydrated. So now we figured out how long to run our sprinklers, we need to figure out how often. Well, it's pretty easy. If you have St. Augustine grass, you watch it. All the studies that have been done at universities indicate we need to push our grass to what's called the stress point. With St. Augustine grass, it's when the leaf blades start to fold and the grass will have kind of a bluish gray color. So you can really tell when it's time to water it. That's the day you turn your sprinkler on to 4 to 6 inches. With zoysia and Bermuda, you want to step on the grass, like I'm going to do here, and when your footprint does not bounce back like this is doing, that's the day that you want to run your sprinkler for Bermuda and zoysia. So it's very, very easy. You check your grass, power of observation, and you have all your information on watering. I hope this has helped you learn how to determine how long to run your sprinklers. This is Mary Kay at Backbone Valley Nursery. We'll see you next time.